Hey guys, what's going on? Brendan here, and today I want to do my review for the first 3 episodes of Season 4 of Reacher. Now, there was another review I was planning on doing today, and I probably will still record it today, but this will be all that's uploaded today. The other review was a movie I watched right after I watched my last review, directly after. And I wanted to give it a few days because I wanted to make sure I felt the same way about it after a couple days. Because that last movie was so bad that I wanted to make sure that it wasn't me just getting a better, the taste out of my mouth. Anyway, this movie, this show, Season 4 of Reacher, I love the first 3 seasons. I absolutely love the first 3 seasons. I watched the first season right before the second season came out, and I kind of just fell in love with the show immediately. The stars Alan Richardson as the titular character of Reacher, of Jack Reacher, who... just call him Reacher, because that's what he goes by. And it's kind of an action investigation kind of show where Reacher pretty much just lives wherever he wants to, and trouble just seems to find him, as I believe the first season is actually a line that Alan Richardson actually says. And I love this show for various reasons. I think that this show can be very funny. I think that this show can be very endearing. I love the little side characters, the new side characters that we get every season, and the returning character that we've gotten every season so far. We'll see about this one because she hasn't shown up in the first 3 episodes of Neely, who is getting her own show, which I will probably review on this channel as well. So that's my feelings on the first 3 seasons. And I very much enjoy the action in these as well. There's not like a ton of action, but there's always that hook at the beginning of every season that hooks you in and gets you kind of ready to go. And this season has that as well, with the opening scene where you get a somebody harming themselves, doing a little bit more than harming themselves. They committed suicide. And Jack Reacher is there to witness it. However, he is not, they don't, suspect that he did anything. Anyway, that's kind of the opening kind of hook of this season. And I think that there are there's some very good action moments in these first 3 episodes. And there is some absolutely great, just side characters that you get. So far, I love everything about the side characters. Reacher is great. Alan Richardson is obviously great. And we have gotten just an overall very good balance of interesting story points. I don't want to actually spoil anything really outside of the opening there that happens at the very beginning. It is in the trailer. It's just the opening setup of the season. And, so the opening setup is very good. Everything that we've gotten in terms of the overall feel still feels very much like Reacher. And him working with kind of the cops to try to bring this in. He is a former military detective investigator. And so he has a lot of very good like investigation skills, if you just, and I just have loved everything about the season. I think it has a good mix of comedy and action and kind of drama. Not a huge ton of drama so far, but there is a little bit. And some very good acting on display. Just everything about this season so far, I've loved. So far, in the first 3 episodes. It's very good. And I'm very excited to see where it goes in the upcoming episodes. But I really don't have like a ton negative to say, because there's just not much negative. I think that Alan Richardson is great. I think that he is great as the titular character here. I think he's great just continuing to play this character. I think he was perfectly cast. And I don't think that that's ever changing. Even if, this show at some point does fall off a cliff, which I don't expect it to. But even if that happens, I don't think I would ever probably say anything bad about Alan Richardson himself playing this character, this role. It's just absolutely perfect for him. And this show as a whole, very, very fun, very much a great show to watch, just, wherever you're at. So very excited for next week's episode. I will not be doing these weekly. I'm probably not gonna review this again until the whole season is out. But I do plan on having a lot of fun and watching the show, and I do plan on actually reviewing the whole season, the season as a whole when it comes out. And I might do some spoiler kind of things and that, but I just didn't want to really do too many spoilers. I want to keep everything very vague, just to give you the setup and give you kind of my opening kind of thoughts of this season. So yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. Very positive on this so far. Not my favorite season so far. I think out of the seasons we've gotten, I think so far, my favorite season is probably season 3. But, maybe this eventually overtakes that. But so far, it wouldn't be my favorite season yet, because we haven't seen it all. So, how could I make this my favorite season? But that's really all I have to say. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And I think I'm going to go ahead and review that other thing now, even though that will not be uploaded until later. But peace out.